and welcome to the Middlesex Chamber today. My name is John Guerin, and it's a pleasure to be with you once again as we talk about the Middlesex County Chamber of Commerce and its many activities. And one in particular we're going to be focusing on our program today, and that is Middletown's Holiday on Main Street. 31st year that this has been going on. Oh, amazing. But anyway, we are going to be talking to a couple of people who know a little bit about it. One is Rich Greco. He's been with us once or twice before.
Hi, John.
How are you, Rich?
Good.
And Al Santostefano. Al, good to have you here again.
Nice to see you, John.
Yes. We've done this a long time.
Quite a few years, yeah. 31 to be exact, John.
I was just going to say, yes, we do go back to that first one. Anyway, it is a great event, certainly. But for anybody who doesn't know anything about it or who has not met either of you, why don't we just spend a moment asking each of you just to give a brief introduction of yourself, what you do in real life, and how you got involved with the Chamber. Rich, why don't I start with you?
Well, in real life, I guess you could say I'm retired. I work part-time at a local golf course, and the rest of the time I volunteer my time for a lot of chamber events. I do the car show, I do the motorcycle show, Holiday on Main with Al. In the past, I've done the auction. So between that, playing golf and riding my motorcycle, that takes most of my time up.
Well, that sounds like a great way to spend a life. Al, what keeps you busy?
Well, I'm still employed right now, fire marshal for the city of Middletown. And I've been involved in a lot of the chamber events, as you well know. You and I have been on quite a few of those committees. The Holiday on Main Street since the first year, the chamber auction since the first year. We were on the sidewalk sale committee together. Yeah. I've been with Rich on with the car show and Motorcycle Mania. So I keep pretty busy with that, between that and work, and I also play golf, and so I keep busy.
That's a good thing.
Yep.
That's a good thing. I know it is a wonderful event, and this comes at a wonderful time of the year. We've had, except for some dryness, we've had just a wonderful stretch of weather, certainly, and we're hoping that holds on for the first several weekends before Christmas. Starting when, Rich?
Well, we start the day after Thanksgiving, which is Friday the 25th. That is attendance-wise, our largest day.
Yeah.
Start at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and wraps up about 9, I guess, Al?
Well, 8 o'clock we stop with the pictures,
right.
And then we go from the chamber up to Eli Cannon's and light their tree up front there.
Right. Now, of course, there are a lot of folks who are involved in that kickoff event, so maybe you can kind of give us I know that has been your focus, shall I say, Rich, over these last several years. So why don't you give us an idea of just what goes on? We talk about tree lighting, we talk about some of the groups who are involved, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, well, we start off, like I said, at 2 o'clock. And this year there is the General Joseph Mansfield House has an exhibit. They're giving free tours of the museum there, so people could take part in that. One thing I wanted to mention too, parking is free during our events at any city lots. I didn't say Main Street.
Right.
I said city lots. So any of the city lots are free during our event on the Friday and Saturdays for the whole duration. Beginning at 4 to 8, we always have popcorn and pretzels, which seems to be a big thing. Yeah. So the Kiwanis will be manning that booth selling popcorn and pretzels for us in front of the chamber. We have music being played there by Harvest Woods Audio, another one of our chamber members. And the Middletown High Crew team will be right next door selling coffee and desserts at the Holy Trinity Church. And 4 o'clock, we start with free wagon rides up and down Main Street, which is, as Al knows, a very popular event.
Oh, yeah.
And the line could get pretty long during the night. And from 4:30 to 7:30, we've got Ronald McDonald at the Green, greeting families down there. At 5 o'clock, we have free bus shuttle going from the chamber to the Green. Okay. At 5 o'clock, there'll be a carol sing. That kind of kicks off what happens down the Green. And that's the Middletown High School Concert Choir and the Wilson Middle School and 7th and 8th grade chorus and the Kegwin Middle School chorus. This event has grown I
Yeah.
mean, we're worried about the stage, there's not enough room. I think one year we got a little worried, we had too many people on the stage. So we're working on that to get that taken care of. But, and we also have the event emceed by Don DeCesare at WMRD. So he takes care of that for us. Going on,
Yep.
we got the Middletown High Marching Band.
Yep.
In fact, they just won an award, the marching band.
Yeah,
New
there's something
England
with
band.
the New Englands.
Yeah,
Yep,
a big award for
big
them.
award.
One of the top bands in Connecticut,
Yep.
or the New England.
New England.
actually.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's great to have them there. And the Wilson School 8th grade band will be there also. We've got Curious George on the wagon ride that leaves the chamber area that comes down to the green. And once we get down to the green, that's when all the tree lighting starts.
Right.
We've got the main lighting on the green. Once we leave there, we go to the chamber, do a second tree lighting. After that, we do pictures with Santa. And when pictures of Santa done, Santa Claus and I hop on the wagon and we head down to Eli Cannon's for yet another tree lighting. So it's a very busy night, as you can see. Last year, I think, Al, we had about 2,000 people, at least on the green.
Yeah, no, we did.
Yeah,
We
I don't
did.
know what they had down at Eli Cannon's, but
500-600 people down
500-600?
there, yeah. Had a
So
good
it's-
crowd. It's a busy night. A lot of people downtown.
That is amazing. And again, the crowds over the years, as we've seen this even from the first year, we thought we had what was a pretty good sized crowd. It's almost tripled.
Yeah, no, it has, I know.
Since then.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
it's
has.
just
and the
amazing.
weather depends on a lot, too.
Of course.
When it's a warm night, we get a lot of people coming out, so.
I think there are some predictions that there might be a little bit of precipitation in and around Thanksgiving, but it's supposed to end before our event.
I hope so.
So, as we are sitting here recording this, we're looking ahead at calendars and wondering just exactly what's going to happen. If the unthinkable should happen and it is a poor weather, what sort of things happen, Rich?
Well, if that event does happen and the weather's, bad, it would force us to cancel. We just delay it to Saturday night. So the tree lighting, instead of being on a Friday, would be on Saturday.
Okay.
In addition, we'd still run our regular Saturday activities that are scheduled. So it makes for a real long day then.
Sure, which it really certainly can.
So canceling is the last, it's got to be really bad for us to cancel, because we'd rather get it done on that Friday night.
I was going to say, in the 31 years, I think there was only one?
One, I think.
1 year.
One.
That's what I was thinking,
Yes,
too.
yeah, one, that I can remember.
Wow.
One thing I want to say, John, too, every event from Friday to the last Saturday, December 17th, everything is free. The only thing is the popcorn and pretzels. We charge $1 for a bag of popcorn and $1 for one of those big pretzels. Otherwise, everything else is free. The hay wagon, the fun train, everything is free.
Yeah.
So, and that's from the generous donations of a lot of businesses. The main one being Pratt, Whitney, in the city of Middletown.
Right.
They really help out a lot with this event. But a lot of small other businesses in the downtown area also help us with donations.
Right.
So that's how we're able to do that without charging anybody for anything.
Yeah. It's again from day one. It's been a spectacular event and has drawn people from all over the area. I mean, it's not just a Middletown event. Certainly throughout Middlesex County, but certainly up through Hartford and even northern. We've had out-of-staters who've made it a
Santa's
regular.
talked to some of the people that were there, Springfield, Agawam. They're from a lot from Massachusetts. A lot of them come down.
Sure.
They heard about it and they come down.
Yeah. It
And of
is-
course, being close to Thanksgiving, people have visitors over for Thanksgiving, so they'll come down on that Friday night also.
Right. No, it is amazing. And actually, Rich had referred to the Saturday activities. So after the big kickoff the day after Thanksgiving, what kind of things go on those following Saturdays? Because is the following three
Saturdays,
Three
yep.
Saturdays, right?
Up till December 17th is our last Saturday.
Okay.
Pretty much every Saturday we have the hay wagon. That's a given every Saturday. Each Saturday has a different civic club helping us that day. The Civitans, the Kiwanis, they Rotary. They all give us a hand with different things on that day. The hot chocolate and stuff. Sometimes some of the crew team is helping on that first Saturday. They're still doing the hot chocolate and coffee and desserts. We have on that first Saturday, the 26th, there's a pet food drive in front of the Holy Trinity Church. That's involved on that day. We have the fun train that day, which rides up and down the sidewalk. Of course, Santa's there. Santa's there every Saturday. Then we have these characters that we got a couple years ago. This on that first Saturday, it's the Siberian snow tiger. It's a ride for the kids.
Okay.
They get on this thing, and it's a Siberian snow tiger, and it shuffles up and down the sidewalk. The kids love it, love it. Somehow someone mentioned it to us, and we got them about 2 years ago. This is about the third year with these characters, and the kids love them, love them. Then every Saturday we have a story time, 11:30. It's at all different locations. The first Saturday is at the Inn in Middletown. That's Mayor Dan Drew will do the reading. And then at 1 o'clock up at the Middletown Fire Department, we pull the engines out, and Dan Ostro and Top Wong Kung Fu Academy, they go up there and they perform inside the firehouse. We used to do it outside, but sometimes the grass would be a little icy. And so we ended up moving inside the firehouse, and they do a good job. They put on a heck of a performance up there. It's all kids. They do a great job doing that. And that's that first Saturday. And every Saturday after that, we throw in a few little different things here and there. Of course, the popcorn and pretzels every Saturday we're selling. And the readings, the same thing. Every Saturday we have a reading at different locations.
Sure.
The fire department, the fire chief will do it. The police chief is doing his this year at Vinny's Jump and Jive across the street from the chamber. Santa's doing his in Main Street Market in the center courtyard. That's December 17th. So it's every Saturday's pretty well booked from 10. Now this year we did change, John. We used to be 10:30 to 2:30.
Okay.
This year now we're going from 10 to 2.
Oh, okay.
So the horses were giving us a hard time. Their union wouldn't let them come at 10:30. They made them come at 10. Something to do with the hay wagon. It was easier for him to come at 10 in the morning. So for us, the difference didn't make.
Right.
So now we're from 10 to 2 every Saturday.
Right, right. Now, again, I know there are a few of these things like the hay wagon with the horses that is a little bit weather dependent. So on a Saturday morning,
Correct.
should there be a
If there's any type of snow, the horses with their hoofs and it's slippery for them.
right?
So usually that gets canceled on the pavement because of on the pavement.
Sure.
It's so that usually we might do all the activities except for the hay wagon. Even though this year we have a new guy, and I think this guy's got tractors. Farm tractors. So I think if we do have to cancel because of the snow with the horses, we'll bring the farm tractor instead.
Oh, nice.
So people will still be able to go up and down the street on the hay wagon.
Very good. Yeah, those hay rides have always been popular.
The horses, though, are really the attraction.
Sure.
They're beautiful animals. Jeez,
Yes.
they're huge.
Yeah.
And they do. The kids love them. Love them.
Well, and again, this is very much a family affair. When we talk about Holiday on Main Street, it's just something that makes it just transforms Main Street for those Saturdays and the kickoff on the day after Thanksgiving on the Friday. It just transforms the area as to really a family fun place to be. It's something that if you've never been to it, you should. Bring the family down. It's a great time. There's something literally for everyone.
Yeah, definitely,
who's out there. Rich, I know you've been looking over the schedule there, although I'm sure you've got it pretty well memorized. But any other particular items? I know just about, not every year, but just about every year, little things have been added to Holiday Main Street as goes on. We've had the mainstays that we've kind of been talking about year after year after year. But anything new or any little twists or things that we might not have touched on yet that we should mention?
Not that I'm aware of, Al. I mean, I missed a couple meetings I was away, but
The only thing
I didn't see anything.
we added a couple of years ago, and we don't do it every Saturday, but we have the photo booth. Very popular. There's usually a line at that. Because you go inside, and again, no charge, and you get those photo things, the sheet of the photo, and that's very popular. And we're doing that again this year. I'm not sure which Saturdays we're doing it. I lose track of some of that stuff, but it will all be in all the ads that we do. It's on the chamber website, and that's very popular. That we have that at least twice now, and that's kind of new, relatively new for us. Like I said, every Saturday there's a reading at a different location.
Yes. Yeah, the readings have been a lot of fun. The kids get really a lot of enjoyment out of that. It's kind of like when they have guest readers who will come into the schools, and they'll do readings. But in this case, it's out in the public, and kids are just welcome to be there. And again, Holiday on Main Street is a free event.
Yes.
That's something that we can really stress. I mean, certainly there are a lot of places where if you have money to spend, you can.
Oh, yeah.
And of course we encourage you. Actually, the second Saturday, I believe, is also the Shop Small national.
I think you're right.
National
Someone
Day
did
this
mention
year.
that, yeah.
Yeah, and that's something where if you haven't been to Main Street and haven't had an opportunity to look at some of the places there, this might be an opportunity to participate as a family in the Shop Small event that'll be taking place at the same time. Because of course businesses are open and they are there welcoming you in just for the holiday season. If you're just interested in browsing, they're happy to have you there. Do that too. But it gives you an idea of the type of things that are on Main Street, as well as all these wonderful activities that are going on for Holiday on Main. Now, I was just trying to think, on the Saturdays, when we do have, are any of the groups, I know you mentioned the civic organizations who give you help on the Saturdays. Any other groups or activities going on and participating? I know we used to have some caroling and some different things happening.
We've gotten away. We haven't had that lately, but a lot of the churches in the downtown area now run fairs on those on different Saturdays in conjunction with us. Mm-hmm. So they bring people for that. We bring people for the holiday. So on those particular Saturdays, Main Street is just loaded with people up and down, in and out of the fair, enjoying our event. So a lot of them have jumped on with that, which we love because it does bring more people down for us.
Sure.
So that's something that's kind of grown over the last, I don't know, I'll say 5, 6, 7 years. And it's been great for us. I want to mention too that last Saturday, the 17th,
Yes.
the disabled veterans of Middletown, Chapter 7, they're going to be helping us on that day. I just want everybody to realize that those guys, they still get involved in a lot of stuff. And again, without the support of the civic groups and the veterans, a lot of the stuff we wouldn't be able to do. We just don't have the resources, the people to man a lot of the stuff that we do.
Right.
So we need that extra help.
Sure.
So.
Sure.
And some of the other things I'm seeing in here as I'm looking through the agenda, we have the petting farm back.
Oh, yeah.
From 10 to 2, and that's on the 17th, bringing animals in, sheep, goats, miniature donkey, a rabbit, a deer. We got the Webster Bank Giving Tree. We've got ornament decorating by the Middletown Park and Rec Association. We got a breakfast with Santa on one of the Saturdays. And we kept a lot of the same activities, but like Al said, I noticed a lot of churches and organizations that weren't affiliated with us are doing something on the same day.
Right.
Take advantage of, the trade that's walking up and down Main Street.
Sure.
There's people all over.
Sure. Because actually we do have a total of 4 Saturdays, because we've got the 25th as the kickoff on the Friday, that first Saturday, the 26th, which is in November, but then we've got the 3 in December as well. That'll be
the 10th and the 17th.
Right. So we've actually got a total of 4 weekends there where you can really come to downtown Middletown, Main Street Middletown, and you can park free.
In the parking lots.
The parking lots.
In the lots.
And that's something to remember, because of course we do have the garage downtown, and we do have parking places, although those go pretty fast.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, there's quite a few people. With Kid City, that lot by them, because they're always busy, Kid City, that fills up very quickly. But you have people in and out, so you drive around and you'll find a spot usually.
Right.
One thing that we picked up yesterday that's not on this sheet, the Middletown High football team on the 17th. They're going to be doing a little fundraiser to raise some money for the football team, hot chocolate, coffee, some pastries, and they're also going to do pictures with a blue dragon. Some of the football players are going to come in their uniforms, and you'll be able to take a picture with any of those kids, with the kids that come down that day. That's something that will be new for us this year. We're talking about new stuff.
Yep.
There'll be a little added treat. And we'll see how that works out.
Oh, that's nice.
Hopefully Middletown will go far in the playoffs, maybe win a state championship, and that'll really get people down there then.
Yeah, they've had a terrific season,
Yes,
no
they
question
have,
about
so,
that.
yeah.
So something to be very proud of, and certainly another way to support the city and these specific athletes as far as that goes. But again, it's because now you mentioned that on kickoff night down at the stage, you've actually got 3 singing groups.
Correct.
From high school
High school, middle school, junior high.
and junior high.
Right.
Wow, that is...
It used to be just one.
One, yeah.
And every year
They all
we've
want
been adding.
They basically they came to us, John.
Yeah.
They see it as a chance to showcase the ability of the kids, and you know how that works, that domino effect. The kids come, so mom and dad come, grandma and grandpa come, aunt and uncle come, some of the neighbors come. That's how we've grown to 2,000 people now, John.
Sure.
Adding the schools to our event was, and I don't remember whose idea that was, but it was just the best thing that happened to us as far as this event goes. So,
Right.
And we use the kids every Saturday. The
Right.
Key Club from Middletown High provides, most of the kids that wear character costumes are the kids from the Key Club at Middletown High. So they'll come down on those Saturdays, each
nice.
Saturday. So
Nice.
the schools have really gotten involved in this.
Very good.
So-
Yeah, and you mentioned the crew team
Yes,
at one point.
right.
They are going to be doing which event?
Friday and Saturday, that Friday and that first Saturday.
Okay.
Wendy, and she'll bring as many people as she can get down there. And they do the hot chocolate, the coffee, and pastries.
Wonderful.
And they sell them. They make, a few bucks for their events, for the things that they're looking to need for their groups.
Sure.
So,
Sure. Again, it sounds like Holiday on Main Street is still alive and well
Oh.
and, growing still at this point. So it's wonderful to have that. And, of course, anybody who is interested, of course, we're sitting here. It is before the event gets underway, but as it grows closer, take a close look at the Middlesex County MiddlesexChamber.com. Look at their website for the Middlesex County Chamber and look at the calendar. It'll have it, and you will see the Holiday on Main Street will be prominently available there, and I'm sure that's going to contain a full list of these activities, the different things that are going to be going on each of those days, kickoff day and on the Saturdays.
and what we do is that Monday, Tuesday, the latest of that week leading up to Thanksgiving, all the flyers will be going out to all the kids in the schools, all the schools in Middletown, with this whole list of stuff on them.
Wonderful.
So those hopefully the kids will bring those home, and mom or dad could put them on the refrigerator, and they'll see what days they want to go for. Come every Saturday, because like we said, there is no cost. So it's,
And there is something different on each of
Each
those
Saturday,
Saturdays.
right. Yeah.
So if they enjoy the readings, if they enjoy, maybe they couldn't get a hayride on the first night or the first Saturday, come on back, because they get in the line early. Because it's certainly a popular sort of thing. And again, we mentioned, I'm looking at the flyer that I've got in front of me, it talks about the Holiday on Main Street presented by Pratt and Whitney, and you mentioned, Al, the city of Middletown.
Yes.
And there are a number of sponsors who've been involved in Holiday on Main.
I mean, the
from the
list,
beginning.
we'd have to add another hour to this show probably to list everybody. And I think Kathy puts those up on the website, all
Yes.
their names, so they'll all be there. But it's quite a few organizations and businesses that support us in this event.
Right.
And without them, and the Pratt Whitney and the city, just it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen.
Well, I
So-
noticed that the city was out early this year. Well, early. It was prior to Halloween, where they were out on the South Green decorating the tree.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
starting to get lights up. So everything is going to be beautifully decorated at that time. And if you haven't seen the South Green at that point,
right.
it's really something with the gazebo and all the decorations, and the stage will be up at that point. It's just a remarkable place. And you can put a very large crowd on that South Green.
Oh,
and,
yes.
people can enjoy all of the things that are going on. Rich, on that first night, after that first tree lighting, do we have the parade up Main Street as we
Oh, yes.
have in the past?
Yeah, we'll have the parade up Main Street as soon as we're done with the tree lighting. The band takes off, and of course, in carriage, horse and wagon, whatever. And we have everybody that's on the green that wants to follow us down.
Yep.
Follows, they close Main Street off totally.
Yep.
I mean, the police do a great job. I want to make sure I give them credit because it keeps us, it's a safety factor. Cars pulling out maybe. So the police escort us down there, and we go all the way down to the chamber. They block it off again, and a few words by the mayor and a few words by Larry down there, Larry McHugh. And we light the tree there and do our pictures, and here we go again.
Yep.
In the wagon down to we light cannons.
And after the tree lighting, I think, is that the tree lighting at the chamber, is that when a special person is introduced or to the crowd? Fellow in red?
Jolly old elf,
Yeah.
I think they call him. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that takes place at that point, usually up at
Yes.
the chamber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
And then the third tree lighting, if you haven't gotten to the one on the South Green and you haven't gotten to the one at the chamber, after the pictures are over just about 8 o'clock, where do they go, Al?
Up to Eli Cannon's, up the north end. And Phil does a great job up there. It definitely, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff for kids up there. It's all kids orientated up there,
Yep.
and he focuses with them. And Santa will go across the street into Nora Cupcake, and he's got a big chair in there, and the kids will come in, and Eli's and Nora provide a gift for each kid that comes there.
Wow.
A wrap gift, and it's a good time.
Oh, that's
And
fantastic.
I'm going to go out on the limb, John, and I'm
Yep.
going to predict that when we're at Eli Cannon's, that it will snow.
Oh yeah, it does. You're right. You're right, Rich. It does.
Big
snow.
prediction here.
Very good.
when you-
Occasionally with a little assistance.
Yes, a little
Yeah.
assistance from above.
Well, again, we hope it's going to be an absolutely perfect time for people to enjoy, and that the 31st edition goes as well as so many others. But at this point, I just want to thank both of you, because you've acted as co-chairs now for how many years?
I lose track.
Probably 12 to 15. So
Wow.
That's a long time.
It is. And but again, going back 31 years, a marvelous event. But I want to thank both Rich Greco and Al Santostefano. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today on Middlesex Chamber Today. And to all our viewers, all I can say is please mark your calendar. Day after Thanksgiving, that's the 25th of November this year, and also the next 4 Saturdays, the day after the 26th, and then the 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th of December. An excellent time, great place to bring the whole family and enjoy Holiday on Main Street. For the Middlesex County Chamber of Commerce, for the crew that's involved with Holiday on Main Street, this is John Guerin saying thank you for having spent some time with us, and we will talk to you again very soon. So long.